Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today's video is a little bit overdue. My overhead light died on me, so I'm just getting around to filming the brand new Fuzion 2018 winter collection, which is the Vintage Beauty collection. So I have looked at these colors and I have seen some swatch videos of them. I have not dipped my brush in any of them, so you're getting my first kind of impression of the consistency of them and stuff and how they apply. But I have seen the colors, I have seen videos on them, but I thought I would give you guys my opinion. I know some of you like a whole wide range of opinions, so I thought I would do this video anyways. So I have the Sparklez collection and the colors collection. Let's jump in and swatch these and see what we think. Okay, so let's start with the colors, and off the bat I want to say I am loving the labels on these. They are kind of a holographic matte, if that makes sense, but they do kind of reflect the colors that are in them, which is really nice. You can kind of go based off of the label rather than the actually having to open up the jars, which I find really nice. So let's swatch these. Okay, up first, let's look at Glamorous. And Glamorous is this really pretty kind of platinum color. It's not quite a silver, it's got a little bit more kind of gray to it than what a straight silver would be. And one thing to note, all of these colors are all kind of this pearl finish. So let's swatch this one. The consistency of this appears to be similar to all the newer formula of Fuzion. It's definitely a thinner formula than what it used to be, but it is still a builder, so it is still quite thick. But that is what Glamorous looks like. And this is Glamorous, so it's a really pretty kind of pearl, kind of dark silver. Up next, let's look at Ravishing. And Ravishing is a beautiful kind of pinky purple. This is a beautiful color. This color would make really pretty bridal nails. And this is what Ravishing looks like. Really pretty pinky purple. Okay, up next let's look at Demure. And Demure is a beautiful kind of dark purpley pink. Kind of almost like a grape. This is a very, very pretty color. It's a nice kind of rich tone for the winter time. And this is Demure, so it's a beautiful rich purple with kind of a goldy sparkle in it. And the last of the colors is Voluptuous. And Voluptuous is almost your rose gold. I think this is a touch too coppery to be a rose gold, but it definitely has those rosy tones to it, but it's not quite, in my opinion, a rose gold. So you can definitely see the rosy tones and the gold tones, but it's still a little bit too coppery for my preferred rose gold. And this is Voluptuous. Okay, now let's move on to the Sparkles. And the Sparkles have a different container, or a different label. The colors had kind of a damask type print, whereas these ones have the stars down the bottom, and then little kind of flashes of stars at the top. The bottom ones are all the same, but these top ones are different depending on which color is in it. So they are, again, color coordinated. I kind of wish that these bottom ones were the same color as the top ones. The top ones are a little bit harder to see than what these bottom ones are. So I kind of wish that all of them were color coordinated, but that's getting pretty picky with labels. So let's dive in and start. Okay, up first, let's look at Beauteous. I am probably not pronouncing this correct. Watch Cheryl from Fuzion's video to see how she prefers to pronounce this. But this one is made to match that platinum color, and I think it likely does pretty closely. So you can see it is definitely holographic, And it almost looks a touch more like champagne compared to what the matching color was, which was definitely more silver. But let's swatch it, I could be wrong. And the consistency of these is similar to the new Fuzion consistency. So still thick, but not hard to work with whatsoever. Okay, so this is what Beauteous looks like. So it's definitely just a fine holographic kind of silvery champagne mix. And this is what Beauteous looks like. And this is the pairing that are supposed to go together. So we have Glamorous as the colors and Beauteous as the sparkle. Up next we have Brazen. And Brazen is a beautiful pinky purple holographic fine glitter. And this is what Brazen looks like. This is a beautiful color and I would get lots of use of this all year round. And this is what Brazen looks like. This is a stunning, stunning glitter. And these are the pairings for this one. So we have Ravishing as the color and Brazen as the sparkle. And these pair together perfectly. Up next we have Charming. And this is what Charming looks like. It definitely looks to have way more red in it compared to what the color did. But again, it's your holographic fine glitters with, let's just swatch this. I don't think In the Pot is giving us an accurate representation of what it looks like. Okay, so this is Charming. So it definitely appears to have way more kind of red and silver sparkles in it, which in my opinion doesn't necessarily match the color exactly, but it is still a very stunning glitter and I could see a lot of use of this one for Christmas. It's definitely more festive than what the other ones have been. And this is what Charming looks like. So definitely more of a red silver holographic. Okay, so this is the pairing for this one. So we have Demure as the color and Charming as the sparkle. And I think I am correct to say that Charming definitely is more red, whereas Demure is definitely more purple. I don't think these are an exact match, but they are still both stunning colors. And the last one I have to show you is Alluring. And Alluring is kind of a rosy gold glitter, I suppose. I think it definitely is way more champagne. And it looks to be like a super fine glitter, finer than what the rest have been. So let's swatch it. So this is what Alluring looks like. So it's definitely almost more of like a sand glitter. It does have your holographic in it and it is definitely micro fine glitters in it. And then this is Alluring. So it's definitely a neutral glitter, kind of a champagne-y beige holographic. And then this is your color pairing, which I think goes fairly well together. I do feel like the color has a little bit more gold in it than what the sparkle does, but I do think they are fairly similar in shades. So we have Voluptuous as the color and Alluring as the sparkle. Okay, so here are all 8 colors, and I think this is a stunning collection. It very much captures the vintage beauty vibe. I have to say that Demure, this kind of dark purple, is my favorite, but I definitely feel like I will get a lot of use out of all of them. They are stunning. I don't necessarily think all the pairings are identical, but that is a minor issue to me. It is a beautiful, beautiful collection. Okay, I did want to do some color comparisons. So Alluring, which is the holographic kind of neutral, I wanted to compare this to a couple other of the Fuzion kind of neutral glitters. So up first, let's compare it to Sparkling Oasis. Okay, and this is Sparkling Oasis and Alluring. So as you can see, Sparkling Oasis definitely is a lot lighter, but they both are very fine glitters, both have that holographic finish. I will show you them both on the swatch stick, just because Sparkling Oasis does have a clear container and Alluring has a black container, but they are different, but they are quite similar at the same time. So this is the swatch sticks of the two. So Sparkling Oasis on the left and Alluring on the right. So you can definitely tell that Sparkling Oasis is a much lighter glitter, but they do still have the same size of glitters, and both of them have those holographic pieces in them. I also wanted to compare Alluring to Sweet Tea. So the coloring in these two is a little bit closer of a match. Sweet Tea does have some chunkier pieces, and again it is a little bit more gold, whereas Alluring is a little bit more kind of coppery. And here are the swatches of these two. So in swatch form they definitely don't really compare at all. There is definitely some of the same glitters in Alluring that are in Sweet Tea, but Sweet Tea has a much lighter base and it does have those chunkier glitters, and it is a little bit more holographic because of those chunkier glitters. Next I want to compare it to Perfection. And compared to Perfection, Perfection definitely looks a lot more kind of gold, and Perfection does not have any holographic in it. And the glitters in Perfection are a little bit chunkier. Here are the swatches of the two. Out of all my glitters, I would say these two are probably the closest in comparison, but Perfection definitely is a little bit more goldy, whereas Alluring is a little bit more sandy, if that makes sense. And Alluring has those holographic glitters. And then the last one I want to compare this one to is Empowered. And these both do have the holographic. Empowered is definitely a little bit more coppery than Alluring. Alluring's kind of more sandy. And here are the swatches of these two. Actually, they are more similar than I thought they were, but Empowered's definitely darker and has a little bit of a chunkier glitter. It's not chunky, it's kind of a small glitter, whereas Alluring is all fine glitter. Next one I want to do some color comparisons of is Brazen. So first I want to compare it to Kiss Me. And Kiss Me definitely is a lot pinker of a glitter. It doesn't really have much purple in it at all. They both do have those holographic glitters, and they are both fine glitters as well. And here are the swatches of the two of them. So Brazen is definitely a darker glitter. Okay, up next I want to compare Demure to a couple colors. So up first I want to compare it to Hustle. Okay, and as you can see, these two are definitely both kind of darker purples with a pearl finish. Demure definitely has a little bit of kind of gold glitter to it, whereas Hustle just has kind of that frosted finish. And here are the swatches of the two, so you can definitely really see that really fine glitter in Demure, whereas Hustle is just a frosted finish. I would say the base color of these is very similar though. And then I also wanted to compare it to Light Elegance's Main Attraction. And as you can see, Main Attraction does have a really fine glitter similar to Demure. It's not quite as gold, but Main Attraction is a kind of darker, more royal purple, whereas Demure is definitely a little bit of a lighter purple. And then these are the swatches for the two of them. So they are definitely different. Demure definitely looks a lot glitterier. Is that even a word? I don't know. We're going with it. But they are totally different. They do have a similar base. Main Attraction, I would still say, is a little bit darker of a base. Okay, and then I want to compare Ravishing. And then I want to compare it to Be Mine. And as you can see, Be Mine is definitely a lot lighter of a pink. They do both still have that frosted finish. As you can see, Be Mine is almost empty. It is one of my most popular pinks, but I do think Ravishing will be right up there in the collection as well. And here is the swatch difference of the two. So Be Mine's definitely a lot lighter. Ravishing is kind of more of your metallic light pink, whereas Be Mine is more just kind of a pearl light pink. Okay, and then the last one I want to compare things to is Glamorous. And at first I want to compare it to the Fusion Paints Silver 101. Okay, and as you can see, Glamorous definitely has a little bit more gray, and not quite as glittery as what the Silver 101 is. And here are the swatches of the two. Actually, the finish on these two in swatches looks very, very similar. However, Glamorous definitely is a little bit darker, more of a gray rather than a silver.
Okay, that is the end of this review slash swatch video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know personally I love watching these review swatch comparison videos. Have you already picked up this new Fuzion collection? Will you after watching this video? Which color was your favorite one? My personal favorite is Demure, but they are all stunning colors and are great additions to any collection. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.